everyone, my name is Erin from Erin's Backyard Garden. I just wanted to make a little video introducing myself and my channel. Basically, the idea of my channel is that I'm going to be starting a new garden. This is my first time having my own garden, but I would just like to show you how the process goes and try new things and yeah, just give some helpful hints if you're interested in them. One thing that's a little unique about my channel is that I don't actually have an in-ground garden. I'm only using a raised bed and containers to grow, so I think that my channel will be good for those who are working with limited space or limited sun, and we're just gonna try to see what will grow best in containers and pots and what doesn't grow, and so yeah, we're just gonna try to see how it goes. So first I'm just going to kind of tell you what I have growing in my garden right now. It is still a little chilly here in central Illinois, so I do have my more frost-resistant plants out right now, whereas my warmer temperature plants are still inside. Right now I have a strawberry plant, 2 tomato plants, some sweet peas, and some potatoes out. I chose these plants because they are more frost resistant, and I did look at the weather and it said that it's not going to get down to 32 or lower, but you just kind of want to be careful when you're starting these plants off because they are pretty fragile. In fact, we actually had a pretty heavy downpour the other day, and not sure if the rain caused it or if there were some squirrels in there or something, but a few of my plants did break, and unfortunately they are going to die. They're not going to make it. So yeah, that's just kind of something you got to be aware of. I have put some chicken wire up in my garden so that if it was squirrels that they can't get in there, and I'm hoping that I chicken wired it enough to deter them, but we'll see. So a lot of people are finding it difficult to find seeds and plants right now, especially depending on where you are in the country. I would recommend going to a plant store. I know it's not the best time to go out, so if you can do pickup or something like that, I would recommend that. Another option is to buy them online. However, with current shipping times, I don't think that you're going to get them as soon as you need them. Another option is to actually take the seeds that you get from your foods and try to plant those. This won't always work. I had some luck this year, but I've also been unsuccessful. So it's kind of a risk, kind of a gamble, but if you are successful, it makes for a very cheap way of getting plants. So I actually did this with poblanos and spaghetti squash this season, and I have some sprouts, so it can work. So like I said, this is my first garden by myself. I grew up gardening with my parents and everything, but this is really the first time that I've tried to grow food on my own. So we'll see how it goes. No promises. I'm going to be trying different things. I'm going to be moving pots around and seeing where the best light is in my yard. As you can see, I have lots of trees, so lighting is an issue for me. So I just have to make the best choices as far as where I put my plants. Another thing to keep in mind is when to start planting. I live in central Illinois, so our planting season is very close to ending. A lot of plants say that you should start growing them, start germinating anywhere between March and May. So May's coming up here pretty quickly. So I would definitely suggest if you are looking into growing this season, start as soon as you can. So if you do get started late on your garden, don't lose hope. There's still things that you can do to make a bountiful garden. one thing that you can look for specifically is, again, look at your region's planting season. So a lot of seed packets will have a map on it and show you exactly when to plant that specific seed. And they usually have two different dates on there. One will be when you can start it inside, and one will be when you can plant it outside. Usually the planting outside is later, just because you don't want to increase your risk of frost. I would still recommend planting your seeds inside, just in case, just to be aware of weird weather. I know here in the Midwest we have very weird weather, so yeah, I still have a lot of my plants inside. Some of them I have been taking outside during the day if it's nice and sunny, and then bringing them back in just to be safe and cautious, making sure that there's no squirrels or anything eating them when I'm not out here. Planting inside basically just helps you have a hardier plant when you do transplant it outside. I actually have a couple setups in my house that I'd like to show you, so we will get to that soon, and we'll kind of compare which setup I like better. So. Another thing to note is the sunshine in your backyard throughout the day. So you can see now it's a little bit later in the day and there's a lot more sunshine coming from this direction. So it's always good to note exactly where the sun is, at what time of day, and for how long. So I hope you learned a little bit about gardening today, and I hope that you'll join me with the rest of my videos and see how my garden grows. Also, a quick shout out to the Facebook group, a group that makes small decisions for you. They're the ones that really encouraged me to get going with this channel, and I just wanted to say thanks, guys, and hope to see you here too. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll just cut this bit. No. Okay.